Welcome back to Jopr. Let's talk about a vehicle that is sending some serious shockwaves through the auto industry. It's from BYD's brand new Fang Cheng Bao brand, and it's called the Tai 7. We're talking about a hardcore off-road plug-in hybrid SUV that honestly seems to defy all the rules. And we have to start with a number that's making everyone's head spin: 1,300 kilometers. Yeah, you heard that right. That's over 800 miles. But what exactly is that? Well, that's the total combined range. So this isn't just about how far you can go on a single battery charge. No, this is the whole shebang: a full battery and a full tank of gas. It's the kind of number that just makes range anxiety sound like a problem from a different era. Okay, now hold that thought. Let's pair that incredible range with another number that is just as mind-blowing: 25,200 US dollars. That's where it starts. And let's be crystal clear, we are not talking about some stripped down, bare bones car here. This is the starting price for a feature-packed, seriously capable off-road SUV that has that insane range. It sounds impossible, right? So the big question is, how on earth are they pulling this off? Here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll dive into the price, power, and what this thing promises. Then, we'll look under the hood at its hybrid heart. After that, we'll see what it can do beyond the pavement. Then we'll step inside its cabin of screens. And finally, we'll ask the big question: is this the new benchmark for everyone else? First up, price, power, and promises. Let's really dig into what you're getting for your money with the different versions of the Tai 7. So check out this lineup. There are 4 trims. It kicks off with the rear-wheel drive Pro. As you go up the line, you get more and more pure electric range, and that's based on the Chinese testing cycle, by the way. Then you've got the all-wheel drive option. But what's truly stunning here is that even the top-of-the-line, fully loaded Ultra model barely costs more than 30 grand. That is just an incredibly aggressive pricing strategy. So how does it get those performance numbers? Well, the answer is in its really clever hybrid powertrain. The secret sauce here is this plug-in hybrid system. It's got a pretty small 1.5-liter turbo engine, but it's paired with some really powerful electric motors. It's a brilliant setup because you can just cruise on pure electric for your daily driving, but you still have that gas engine ready for long road trips or when you just need that extra kick. And, the drivetrain you choose makes a huge difference. The rear-wheel drive is plenty quick, don't get me wrong. But the all-wheel drive version adds a whole second motor up front that not only gives you better grip, but it rockets this big SUV from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just 4.5 seconds. That is seriously fast. But this thing is about so much more than just speed and efficiency. Nope, it is engineered from the ground up to be a genuinely capable machine when the road ends. Now, these numbers might just look like specs on a page, but here's what they actually mean. That 24-degree approach angle means you can climb steep hills without tearing off your front bumper. A wading depth of 600 millimeters means you can drive through some pretty deep water. And that DiSus-C system, it's an intelligent suspension that keeps the ride smooth no matter how rough it gets out there. But maybe the most incredible feature here is something called tire stability control. And let me tell you, this isn't some minor improvement. This is a revolutionary safety system. It's designed to handle one of the absolute worst things that can happen to you when you're driving. So get this, if you have a high-speed blowout, the system instantly lifts that entire wheel assembly off the ground. The other 3 wheels take over and the car stays stable. It actually lets you keep driving safely. They say up to 80 kilometers an hour, so you can get to a safe place. It's an absolutely incredible piece of safety engineering. Let's step inside, because that whole high-tech at a low-cost idea gets even more obvious in here. This cabin is just dominated by screens. No joke, there are a total of 7 screens. You've got your main control screen, your digital instrument panel, a heads-up display, and then there are more screens for climate control and even tablets for the backseat passengers. It feels less like a car, more like a mobile command center. But the tech doesn't stop there. You also get a 20-speaker sound system, a built-in fridge in the center console that can chill down to -6 Celsius or heat things up, and you get tons of cargo space, 45 different storage spots. I mean, these are luxury features you'd normally pay double or triple the price for. Now, the advanced driving assistance comes in 2 flavors. The standard trims get a system that can handle navigate on autopilot on the highway. But if you spring for the top Ultra trim, you get the God's Eye Beat system. This adds a LiDAR sensor on the roof and a powerful NVIDIA chip, which unlocks that same self-driving capability for complicated city streets too. And just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, the Ultra trim has one last trick up its sleeve as an option. You can get it with its own vehicle-mounted drone system. Yes, you heard that right, a drone that launches from your car. It's straight out of a movie. So let's step back for a second. When you put all these pieces together, the incredible range, the low price, the wild tech, the off-road capability, what does this actually mean for everybody else in the auto industry? You know, in the car world, there's this idea of an impossible triangle. You can usually have 2 out of 3, long range, high tech, or low cost, pick 2. Well, the Tai 7 doesn't seem to be playing by those rules. It looks like it's delivering all 3 in one really compelling package, and that's the real takeaway here. The Tai 7 isn't just another SUV hitting the road. It's a statement. It's a full-on demonstration of a strategy to pack cutting-edge advanced technology into a vehicle that's not only capable, but also shockingly affordable. And that puts a ton of pressure on every established automaker out there, which of course leaves us with one final massive question. You've got the long range, you've got the incredible tech, you've got an unbeatable price, and it's all wrapped up in an SUV, the one thing everyone wants to buy. So is this the formula? Is this the car that's going to conquer the global auto market? Well, only time is going to tell. That's it for today's review. If you enjoyed deep dive into the Fangcheng Tai 7, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and let me know in the comments, would you buy this? Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.
The clock spins slow like a ghost on a wire.